Hello everyone, this is Gone with the Wind. I am Leo. Today we're taking a look at Calvino Noir, a wonderful stealth action game set in 1930s Vienna, where you play an Englishman who's a little out of his element, gets wrapped up in a lot of political intrigue, deception, and the game itself is just well written, and the atmosphere is just wonderful to experience. Here's a sample of what I'm talking about by great voice acting and writing.
Biblical rain pummels the city, but the stains remain. The world could empty its oceans onto these cobbled streets, and the streets would flush them right back. Nothing would change. There are those who eventually flee, and there are those who learn to exist here. They accept the unyielding filth within and without. They adapt. And like everything else here, these attempts are flawed. Something inside refuses to accept the stains and the filth. A thought, a question that refuses to surrender to the wreckage and ruin. It calls to us from what remains of our former selves, begging to be heard. What value lies in a survival born from the deadening of one's soul?
I know what you're thinking. Whoa, Nelly, was that classy? I know. This is definitely a classy game. Film noir to its core, captures and sucks you into the atmosphere of that era. Wonderful, gritty writing all over the place, like another little observation.
Warning. Armed gangs active in this district. Observe curfews and do not approach.
This used to be a city. Now it's a sewer.
I can't help but take a moment to look at the background imagery. Throughout the entire game, I was constantly just marveled by the architecture, the art design, the fog, the lighting, the shadows, everything just playing well together to recreate
There's a decade's worth
Casablanca,
of
the
misery
game, pretty
carved on
much.
these faces in here. And in this place,
Alright,
they'd be
I wanted
wiser
to
to
fast
drink.
forward ahead a little bit through some of the conversations, get more towards the meat of the game. I've already read a few of the early PS4 reviews on this game, and they were complaining about not having any
The
dark
room is
sensors
already
or,
occupied by a
vision
colony of
modes.
roaches.
I mean, that
And a
might
medicinal
work
odor
for,
mixed with the stench of sweat and stale
other
food.
games. This is just not Splinter Gear. This is not that kind of a game. This is a nostalgic view
Hello?
of the 1930s.
Are you the Englishman?
Film noir.
Who's
genre.
asking?
It's a whole different
Please drop
style,
the
but it's a
accent,
lot more
not on the
detailed,
street for Hollywood.
a lot more in-depth writing. One thing that I did like, as you can see here, is the choices you have in the story. You can
Something
pick your
tells
own
me you didn't
dialogue.
call
He
to
will
talk
say
about
the right
movies.
thing. It's not like you pick one dialogue choice and he says something
Now
else.
it's your
and
turn
it's
to
pretty
drop
spot
the
on.
act. You know who I am, or you wouldn't be calling.
Your arrogance
Here
won't
I'm
win you any friends,
dialoguing
but
with Siska,
suspect your
the
long-time
mysterious
fear
lady
about
who
that.
gives the Englishman his first assignment.
I have work for you tonight. Simple job and well paid.
Of course, I'm going to play it coy.
My skills don't come cheap for new clients.
No details over the phone. Meet me upstairs. You have 5 minutes.
Alright, so now we're going to go upstairs to see Siska. I love the music throughout this game. I mean, it's soft, it's not very intrusive, but it just fits the mood very well. I'm using the mouse and keyboard controls. I could not get the controller to work very well, but the mouse and keyboard was perfect.
I'm
Just
surprised you came.
click where you want to go.
Seems almost reckless on your part.
I don't have much left to lose.
She's criticizing my
these days.
decision, but she's
You
upstairs by
sound like a
herself,
sorry
so who's weird?
excuse for a man.
It's what makes me such a good scrambler.
I hope you're right.
Here they
We need
introduce
a
the
batch of
scrambler
files from
idea.
the
That's
town
what he
hall
is.
tonight.
Kind of like
A
a
collaborator
rogue
on the
agent.
inside will help you locate them.
Willing to do
He's
whatever,
waiting in the accounts office.
infiltrate
An employee
wherever,
at the hall who calls
as long as he gets
himself
paid.
the Mole.
I'm guessing these are some very special
Calls himself the
papers.
mole, huh?
They relate
Where do
to
you
the
think this
work
is
of a
going?
corrupt federal minister, Ignace Real. You probably know him. He may once have been an honest man, but those days are long gone. Tonight we can obtain the evidence to finally do something about it.
Sounds like you want me to piss off some pretty powerful people. That's going to cost you 150 marks, half now, half later.
You're every bit as mercenary as I was told. Fine, 150 it is. Now get to work.
Alright, let's get to work. Time to access the basement. As I was thinking about the story, though, the best correlation I can come up with is a Tarantino movie. Quentin Tarantino loves to pay tons of homage to certain genres or certain films, and goes out of his way to not only recreate what he loved about the original film, but put his own spin on it. And that's pretty much what Calvino Noir is as a game. Brings in a lot of different loves together of old classic movies and books. Even the name Calvino, I believe, is a reference to Italo Calvino, a post-war writer. And there's a lot of themes of, the horrors of war and who the Englishman ended up being the kind of guy that he is because of it. Very good writing, and I actually cared about the characters throughout this entire game. Here, you're getting a little tutorial of how to use the torch, which is the flashlight. With it, you can locate objects hidden in the dark, but if you leave it on, guards and enemies will see you from farther away and come looking to investigate. But I just love the lighting effects. I mean, you're going down the stairs with the flashlight on. You'll see the banister shadows everywhere. It's probably 2.5Ds, the best way to describe this game, as it is taking into account all the objects of the area as you progress and travel through. I was going back and forth through the main first level, just looking for any hidden secrets. There's gold and other objects lying around. Mainly just gold you pick up. I'm not sure what the gold is for. It's the Easter egg portion of the game, but it's usually in all the rooms you don't need to go to. It's worth exploring if you want to complete the whole game. And I mean, why not? Look at the art design of the game.
The band sleepwalks through a repertoire of jazz standards. If one of them fell dead under the spotlight, the audience of drunken insomniacs wouldn't notice.
No gold here, but it's just a nice little touch. Alright, after exploring the whole apartment building, we're coming up on our first combat moment. We have to go meet the mole. He's in the building further down the street. And here's your sneaking tutorial. Anywhere you can see a hidden eye icon, you can click on it and you will dive behind a barrier. Now, the game warns you, and I must warn you, there is no 100% invisible area. If the guards walk by you close enough, they will see you. You're obscured from their vision up until that point. I kind of messed up a few times, and I was trying to give you a small sample of that. As I was creeping up on the guards, tried to take them out, I kept getting shot first, until I realized that you have to switch the icon from walking to running. That will give you a faster attack. You will grab and choke and knock them out, just like most tough guys do. And there's how not to do a stealth game. Alright, let's try that again. Be more patient this time. I have my running icon up. There's just some really nice touches in this game. For example, as you can see, the lights, as I mentioned before, and the atmosphere, which I love. The combat may be simple, but it's just not a fast-paced game. However, if you're paying attention to everything around you, you'll pick up on where all the guards are, even if you haven't entered the room. For example, look at that door. I mean, the lights are shining through. You can see there's somebody coming, which I thought was a great touch. Now, if you're running, you will immediately alert the guards. They'll come looking for you. They will hunt down your last known position based on sound, so they're not entirely accurate. If they find one of their fallen comrades, their search is a lot more detailed.
I'll lead us through
Now,
the lower
skipping ahead a
levels.
little
My
bit
access
further,
level permits me to be there.
Make it up to the top floor.
Hold on.
And I'm meeting the mole.
Why are you helping Siska?
A common enemy is a powerful bond, Wilt.
Ignes?
Now's not really the time to go into it. Let's get moving. The planning library is
Here
locked
you're
at
introduced
night.
to one of the
I need to
game's
pick up the keys from
constant
the lower
mechanics where you're
reception.
controlling more
Meet
than
me
one
at the
person.
library entrance
Each
afterwards.
person has their own ability. Wilt, as you can see, his main ability is to take out guards. The mole, since he's actually a government employee, can walk by the guards undetected, but he can't really affect much anything else. So you can use the mole to scout ahead, see where the guards are, just fine, and then bring in Wilt, avoiding them behind them if you wish. Other people that you come across, like Siska, can unlock doors. Arno can work machinery. There's a puzzle element to some of the levels that it's not very complicated. It's kind of casual in nature, but you will have to be patient and work your guys through all of the buildings in order to get to the objectives together. As the game progressed, I really started to care about the characters.
A layer of grime blurs the subject's features.
They start
The brass
to provide,
label reads, Lord
great background
Barr of
information on
Bavaria,
them.
First Minister
Yes,
to
the
the
writing
Royal
is
Court,
top-notch.
1764
The game
to
itself is top-notch.
1776.
I'm skipping ahead a little further to where we dodged through the guards, got the documents, and now we're heading to the top of the clock tower,
Yes.
where we will supposedly elude the guards when they go to sleep. Once again, tons of architectural detail.
I'm not.
Dan Waters, the creator of the game, from what I've read about him, was very into architecture at one point of his life, and it shows in this game. I just really appreciated the entire experience, from the writing, the atmosphere, the characters, the slow pace, the noir look. I had so much fun with this game. It was easy for me to give this game a 9 out of 10. As I make my way up here to the top, I'm going to show you guys the last bit of story. I don't want to give away too much. It's really all about the story, experiencing all these scenes for yourself.
So, I guess we wait here till the guards change shifts.
I think you know what happens now, Englishman.
Oh no.
Give me the
The obvious
documents,
betrayal.
and I won't feed you to the guards.
I had a feeling you might turn out to be a poor team
You and I
player.
both, Wilt. You and I
Enough
both.
of this. I hate that bastard Ignas more than you could ever know. What does it matter if I am the one who brings him down instead of Siska?
I gotta pay bills.
Ignace seems to have pissed everyone off. What's he done to you?
I mean, even the character
Nothing
cards up
which
here at
can
the top
ever
just looks
be
like
undone,
Humphrey Bogart.
sadly. All I have left is the hope that he will live his remaining days in misery.
Not sure what to go with here.
Sounds like you're not good at letting go of a grudge.
Might as well go with that. I don't
You
think he's gonna give me any more
mercenary
information
fool.
here.
Wilt hears a loud crack when the brass knuckles strike his left temple. The lights shimmer and the
Dirty
floor
bugs.
sways.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this small preview of Calvino Noir. The game will be on sale on Steam. I suggest, if you're a film lover, if you're a story lover,
Weasel
you
can throw a
appreciate
solid right
great
hook.
art and good voice
Rousted
acting.
my
This is a
hangover,
must
too.
pick up.
The
It's not a
files are
very
gone,
long game.
but
It's
for
not
a
a very
few
hard
stray
game,
sheets scattered
but it is
behind,
well worth your time.
Wilt stoops to inspect one of them, though the slightest movement
As always,
sends
for a
his
full,
skull
detailed
throbbing.
review,
Hold
please visit
on.
us at GoneWithTheWin.com.
I recognize this
My name
place.
is Leo. This is Calvino
It's an
Noir.
architectural plan of the old distillery near the
Enjoyed
freight
this
dock.
game as much as I did. Thanks.